What?
We didn't do an intro.
Well, that's because I couldn't think of one.
Well, I know. Percy and I can do a quick dance.
I don't fucking think so.
You can stop that now. Fwed. I know a lot of you don't care about comic books, but I do, and this is my show, so nah. Anyway, I want to review Smallville Season 11. It's now on its 4th issue, and I have to say it is awesome. It continues 6 months after the television series ended. Clark is now Superman and Lex Luthor is back. The storytelling hasn't lagged, due to the writer being one of those who wrote for the show itself. The first 4-part story had us introduced to Hank Henshaw, and fans of Superman will know that he becomes one of his greatest enemies, the cyborg Superman. And Lex has done something to Clark that I've never seen before, which makes this as original as the TV series. With this being in comic form, they're not limited to what they can do or the characters that can show up. And from what I hear, a certain Dark Knight is about to be introduced, and I can't wait to see how that goes. The comic actually comes out digitally at first, but I prefer to wait for the book. Even if you're not into comic books but you love Smallville, I suggest you give this a look. It is worth it. A lot of new trailers have recently come out, but only one caught my attention. The rest look rubbish. Looper stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt as a man who is a hired assassin. But the twist is that his targets are sent to him from the future and he immediately kills them. Yeah, I see the plot hole too. Why not just kill them in the future? But anyway, the story becomes more complicated when he recognises his latest target is an older version of himself, played by Bruce Willis, who manages to escape. Well, obviously, it's Bruce Willis after all. In essence, this becomes a chase movie. That's all I know about it, but it does seem interesting. You don't believe me? Then check out the link below to the trailer and see for yourselves. I'm sorry to say, but I have 2 films yet again. The first is the Bourne Legacy. Jeremy Renner plays a brilliant action hero, Rachel Weisz plays the damsel in distress very well, again, and Edward Norton spits a lot when he shouts at other people. The question is, does this live up to the legacy? I'm sorry, I had to. For the most part, the answer is yes. The story is clever, the action delivers, and the chemistry between the 2 leads is great. However, you spend the entire film wanting Matt Damon to appear. As a film in its own right, it works, but as a Bourne film, it doesn't. It is a good film and I give it a... It just doesn't fulfill that need, which is Jason Bourne himself. The other film is the Expendables 2. Just like the original, it's an action-filled, no-brainer, awesome romp. But better. If like me you were disappointed with the meeting between Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bruce Willis in the first film, then this one more than makes up for it. That being said, 2 others stole the film. First was Jean-Claude Van Damme, who played his villain brilliantly. Yes, Van Damme. And he didn't ham it up at all. In fact, he did the opposite and he seemed quite menacing. The other was Chuck Norris, and the filmmakers knew this as they used it to its full effect. In fact, it had me laughing, which was the intent. The only downside was that Jet Li was only in it for 15 minutes as he went off on his own mission and was sadly missed for the rest of the film. The film isn't clever, it's full of plot holes, but it's fun, action-packed and satisfying. I give it a... And if they do a third one, I hope they think of Steven Seagal. And Jackie Chan. That's it for this episode. Please check out my main show, SmegChris, my other show, Agony Smeg, my latest short film, Top 10 Hotel Tips, and my vlogs on my second channel. And if you like, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter by clicking those links below in the description. Until the next time, peace out. I know a lot of you don't care about comic books, but I do, and this is my show, so nah.